It's important for us to not just have a service that is reliable, but can also scale to the needs that we have from a business perspective. My name is Jordan Leach. I'm a software engineering director at FanDuel.
I'm Alex Chadwick. I am a staff platform engineer at FanDuel supporting Jordan's developer teams.
FanDuel is a company that's focused on delivering a variety of products. Our most notable one is definitely our FanDuel sportsbook app that customers in 27 states across the US can go online and place bets. In addition to that, we also have apps like our FanDuel Casino app, FanDuel Fantasy, FanDuel TV, FanDuel Racing, and our most recent app, FanDuel Picks. Our number one goal is to continue to remain at the top for both sportsbook and casino. Casino had a huge accomplishment recently where they became the number one online casino. And in terms of our and my team's accomplishments, it's really focused on how do we just continue to enable those areas to grow and launch, whether it's new states or new features, because ultimately the last thing we want is to have to tell the business or our product partners, hey, you can't roll this feature out because we can't scale our system up to meet the needs of the business.
A lot of the issues we had were tied to the solution we'd been grandfathered into. Over a period of years, it worked really well until we'd scaled like a certain point, at which point operational things like making changes to the database became tricky. So our evaluation process kind of took two phases. Initially, we wanted to make sure that CockroachDB would work for a use case, and then we needed to see if we could kind of push it to our scaling kind of needs.
When we did our POC, it was definitely a great opportunity to not just get our hands on with this technology, but also the people behind the technology, and that we were able to work directly with engineers from Cockroach Labs who taught us not just about Cockroach itself, but also coached us through, all the different facets of things that we have to be thinking about throughout the POC of testing and disaster recovery and the migration process and how we would actually productionize this solution. And I think for us, that's really where we started to adopt that mindset of, not just making CockroachDB work for our ledger system, but also the other side of that coin of having our ledger system work for CockroachDB and identifying what sorts of changes and modifications we needed to make to the existing system so that they work seamlessly together.
So the process of migrating was actually super simple. So we used AWS DMS for the kind of migrating data in, which is basically magic. So it's doing all the heavy work for us. The only kind of fun consideration came when we were thinking about how we would kind of roll back a migration if something terrible happened, if we weren't able to kind of forward fix after the cutover during the migration. And we worked with CockroachDB support to use one of their kind of existing tools called Molt to make sure we had that kind of rollback process in place if we needed to use it. We're deploying to 28 sites. They exist as kind of EC2 instances in kind of an ASG rather than kind of Kubernetes based. Each of those sites has kind of up to 3 deployment locations kind of in that locality, spreading it between kind of different data centers which exist in state, and then a kind of AWS region component where we offload some of the operational tasks. So we're planning to expand into Missouri in December, and we'll kind of continue to expand into new states as and when it becomes legal.
Ultimately, for us, it's all about, how do we stay ahead of the game and not wait for a state to legalize to provide a reason for us to scale, but ensuring that as soon as that state legalizes, we can be there from a FanDuel perspective day one.